What is happening, Magnusites? So, you want to know what the worst text is to send a woman? Well, I'm going to do a reaction to this and I will give you my thoughts. As you know, I give great advice. I've helped a lot of you over the years, and I'm probably going to start up Magnus Answers again. You can send all your questions to Tyrone Magnus fan mail at gmail.com. Okay? All your questions and even video requests. Tyrone Magnus fan mail at gmail.com. Are you ready? This should be good.
As a woman, I'm going to tell you what we are not attracted to. If a man can't text you good morning, you're gone.
The worst text to send a girl. The morning text.
The good morning and the good night text. Give girls the ick.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let me start this over. let me start this over.
As a woman, I'm going to tell you what we are not attracted to. If a man can't text you good morning, you're gone.
Okay. This is from a man that she's truly interested in and wants. This is the man that already does not give her any icks. He is not a problem. She's into him, definitely. He may not be into her, but she's definitely into him. Women love it when they're into you and they get the good morning text. Now watch this.
The worst text to send a girl. The morning text.
The good morning and the good night text. Give girls the ick.
This is the one that explains it. What's the difference? At the end, it says from the nice guy. All of the needy, sappy, clingy soy boys with no backbone that are always available to do anything, anytime, anywhere. You don't have any boundaries. You can't tell her no because you're so afraid of losing her. You're so just in awe of her beauty. There's nothing she can do wrong. Women hate that. They hate it because regardless of what women say about wanting, I want to, the fact of the matter is you have to have a certain amount of balance as a man with women. I learned this over time. Some men never learn this over time. And that's the reason why I'm telling you this. You need to be able to say no. You need to be able to have a backbone. You need to be, she has to have a feeling of being protected around you, that you're her leader. Like, here's the funny thing. I didn't even notice. I just did it, out of, reaction. But the other day, a big dog came up, was running from the distance up to me and Scarlo. We were out on a walk. You could hear the owner trying to call it back. It was not paying attention. And just Speedy was running. At first, I couldn't tell whether he was aggressive or not. Sometimes. And as he got closer, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not sure. And I pushed her to the side. I had her protected while I was, looking at the dog. And I was like, whoa! And the dog just walked around and sniffed me and sniffed her. He just wanted to meet us. Now, I didn't know that I did that. I just remember myself saying, whoa. But when we walked away, she was like, you're protecting me. I was like, oh no. Now she's even more clingy. All right. So, you have to be the balance of that, all of the You have to have certain hypermasculine traits balanced with certain a balance of nurturing that comes with being a man. Okay, you can't just be a totally cold, savage Kratos war monster. You can't be that. But when you're way too sensitive, like I remember going when I went to IMTA, and there was a girl on the trip with me, and she was talking to me about her boyfriend, and I could already see it. I was like, oh, good Lord, she's with us, a clingy. And I said, well, I asked her a question about something. She was like, well, I've made him cry twice already. Men don't usually cry over a woman unless she cheated on him. Maybe she broke up with him. Maybe she kicked him in the balls and made him cry. Maybe she'll say, I'm pregnant. Maybe that'll make him cry. She says yes when he asks to marry her. There's not too many things. Maybe she died. Yeah, he's going to cry. But, there's not too many things like in an argument, nothing like that. She could even tell you got a little dingling in a fight, and that's not going to make a man cry. It's going to make him mad. So, yeah. Any of you guys are displaying way too many feminine characteristics. You're going to have to change that if you don't want to give them the ick with the good morning and good night text. Scarlo eats that up. Anytime. I have made it a game. No joke. I've made it a game of doing sensitive stuff around her to get a reaction from her. So sometimes I'll come over, maybe, I walk over to her. She'll be standing up doing something in the kitchen. I'll just kiss her on the head. How are you today, darling? And she'll turn red and start grinning and hug me. But she knows that that's not me. It's over an exaggeration. But I can do that, even being serious, because I've already established myself as her leader. Okay? As her man, as the alpha of the house, as the protector of the house, as the provider of the house, as a man that can say no and that can say yes, and a man that takes care of her in every single way, form, and fashion. I can do that. But if I were to be weak, like imagine if that dog ran at me and I ran away and left her there. We've seen that before. Remember when the parents ran and left the little girl to get hit by the buffalo? You remember that? I was like, yo, we see where your priorities are. I don't even have kids, and I know I would have picked my daughter up and ran with her. Wow, right? Self-preservation, right, at its finest. So, don't be a soul boy, and you will be just fine. 10 million subscribers. Woo!